It has been 120 hours since Tamil Nadu voted, and the silence is deafening. No credible exit poll has emerged. No leaked trend. No reliable whisper from counting agents. The last 72 hours have produced nothing but noise, social media claims, fan page projections, and recycled opinion poll data dressed up as post-poll insight. Here is what is actually known. 4.88 crore voters out of 5.73 crore registered electors cast ballots on April 23, 2026, producing an 84.69% turnout, the highest in the state's history since independence. But one senior psephologist has called this the most opaque post-poll window he has ever seen in Tamil Nadu. No party is leaking internal data. No counting booth intelligence has surfaced. The usual back-channel chatter between party offices and newsrooms has gone quiet. That silence itself is a signal. When parties are confident, they leak. When they are terrified, they go dark. Every major force, DMK, AIADMK, TVK, has gone dark simultaneously. Meanwhile, one data point towers over everything. TVK has penetrated across Goundars, Mudliyars, Naidus, Arunhathiyars, Adi Dravidars, and Mukyalathar communities. According to one political analyst studying voting behavior for 20 to 22 months, this cross-community penetration is unprecedented for a party that is 26 months old. No previous third force, not DMDK in 2006, not MNM in 2021, not NTK ever, reached all three dominant caste blocks, Tebars in the south, Banyars in the north, Goundars in the west, simultaneously. TVK has. The question locked inside those EDMs is whether penetration converted to actual votes or remained an aspiration. May 4th is not counting day. It is the day Tamil Nadu discovers whether 59 years of Dravidian bipolarity just ended or survived its greatest test. The data architecture of this election is unlike anything Tamil Nadu has produced. Start with the foundation. The SIR revision between December 2025 and January 2026 stripped 74 lakh voters from the rolls, deceased, duplicates, migrants. Only 14.6 lakh first-time voters were added. The net electorate shrank from 6.29 crore in 2021 to 5.73 crore. Yet absolute votes cast increased by approximately 30 lakh. This means the turnout percentage jumped 11.06 points, but the real vote increase, 30 lakh, is consistent with every election since 2006. One psephologist tracking the pattern has noted that the 2016 election alone added 64 lakh votes. Seen in that light, the 2026 increase is modest, not historic. But here is what is historic: the geographic distribution. Karur district recorded 92.63%, the highest in the state. Salem, 88.02%. Erode, 87.59%. Dharmapuri, 87.28%. Tirupur, 86.33%. These five districts form the Congo heartland, traditionally AIADMK's impregnable fortress. In 2021, these districts voted at 75 to 78%. The 10 to 14 point surge here is the single most important signal in this election, and almost nobody is analyzing it correctly. Simultaneously, Chennai recorded 81.34%, a massive jump from 2021's approximately 59%. But the midday data reveals the tension. By 11 a.m., Chennai turnout was only 31 to 39% across constituencies. The surge came in the scorching afternoon heat, 46 degrees, when working professionals, students, and first-time voters queued. Of the 38 districts, 30 recorded over 80% turnout. Only 8 fell below. Kanyakumari recorded the lowest at 75.41%. Madurai hit 77.89%. Thoothukudi 77.56%. The southern belt, where Mukyalathar and Tebar communities dominate, showed comparatively lower but still significant turnout. One senior data analyst believes the southern numbers conceal a quiet three-way fragmentation between DMK's institutional base, AIADMK's Tebar loyalty vote, and TVK's Mukyalathar youth infiltration. 6 hidden patterns that no mainstream analysis has connected. First, TVK's precursor, Vijay contested 169 local body seats in 2021 and won 115, a 68% strike rate. Meanwhile, Kamal Hasan's MNM and Siemens NTK won 0. This is not a party built from nothing. It had a ground network before it became a party. By February 2025, TDK announced plans to deploy 70,000 booth-level secretaries across the state, approaching DMK's estimated 1.2 lakh booth workers. The narrative that TDK has zero ground infrastructure is outdated by 14 months. Second, the crosscaste penetration map. According to one political scientist, TDK has breached every major community, Goundars in the Western Belt, Mudaliyars and Naidus in the Northern Corridor, Orunhathiyars and Adi Dravidars in SC-dominated constituencies, and Mukyalathar in the South and Delta. These are floating voters who shifted toward BJP when its state leadership was rising in 2024, then abandoned BJP after leadership changes. They have now migrated to TDK. This means TDK is not just a youth party, it is absorbing the orphan vote of every community that feels underrepresented by the Dravidian duopoly. Third, the women's signal is a weapon, not a statistic. Women voted at 85.76% versus men's 83.57%, outnumbering men in 214 of 234 constituencies. Every party offered competing women-focused schemes. DMK promised 1,000 rupees monthly assistance, AIADMK pledged 2,000 rupees, TDK promised even higher assistance plus free LPG, gold for brides, and safety teams. The question is whose promise resonated, and one analyst believes the answer varies by age bracket. Rural women over 50 likely voted with family blocks. Urban women under 35 were the swing. Fourth, the Karur paradox. The district where 41 people died in the TDK rally stampede on September 27, 2025, including a 2-year-old child and 9 other children, recorded the state's highest turnout at 92.63%. This is either a sympathy mobilization for TDK or an outrage mobilization against it. Both interpretations are mathematically plausible. The CBI questioned TDK's leader twice in Delhi over the tragedy. The party's general secretary faced criminal booking. Yet the district voted at levels unseen in any Tamil Nadu election. Fifth, the AIADMK structural collapse is deeper than anyone acknowledges. Since 2019, the party has lost youth voters across 3 consecutive elections. Its former deputy joined DMK in February 2026. Senior leaders were expelled. PMK split weakened the alliance further. The AIADMK BJP PMK MMK coalition covers paper arithmetic but lacks the emotional pull that Jayalalitha once provided. Sixth, the Dinamular opinion poll, the last major pre-poll survey, projected DMK losing 12 to 14 percentage points from 2021. But AIADMK loses only 6 points. The difference is being consumed by TDK, projected 23%, and NTK, 7%. Combined, 30% of the electorate is voting outside both Dravidian alliances. In a first-past-the-post system, this means the winning threshold drops from 40 to 45% to approximately 35 to 36%. One projection model gives AIADMK a 4-point advantage over DMK at this lower threshold, 36% versus 32%. If accurate, this is the upset scenario nobody is pricing in. Every scenario above has a mathematical ceiling that TDK cannot breach without alliance support. Consider the 5 possible outcomes and their probabilities based on structural data. Scenario 1, DMK majority, 120 to 145 seats. Probability, 40 to 45%. The alliance's social engineering, absorbing DMDK, poaching OPS Teber base, securing MNM support, covers Dalit, minority, OBC, and veneer demographics simultaneously. Even with 12 to 14-point vote loss, DMK's 40 to 45% share in a 3-way race wins seats because opponents split the remaining 55 to 60%. Scenario 2, DMK largest party, no majority, 95 to 119 seats. Probability, 25 to 30%. This occurs if TDK crosses 25% statewide and converts in urban and semi-urban pockets, pulling enough DMK margins below winning threshold in 30 to 40 seats. A hung assembly forces coalition building. Scenario 3, AIADMK surprise, 100 to 120 seats. Probability, 10 to 15%. Requires the Western Belt's 88 to 92% turnout to be offensive AIADMK mobilization, not defensive, combined with TDK splitting DMK votes in Southern and Delta seats. The denominator scenario of AIADMK at 36% versus DMK at 32% enables this. Scenario 4, TDK breakthrough, 40 to 70 seats. Probability, 10 to 15%. Requires vote share exceeding 28% with concentrated geographic clustering in Chennai, 16 seats, Trichy Belt, 8 to 10 seats, and scattered urban pockets. The 68% local body strike rate suggests organizational capacity exists, but assembly elections demand radically higher infrastructure. Scenario 5, TDK dominant force, 80 plus seats. Probability, under 5%. Requires youth turnout exceeding 80% combined with cross-generational family defection in at least 120 constituencies. No data supports this outside TDK's internal projections. The data ceiling for TDK remains 25 to 28% vote share, translating to 15 to 40 seats depending on geographic concentration. The party that benefits most from TDK's existence is still DMK because anti-incumbency splits between AIADMK and TDK rather than consolidating against the ruling party. But the last 72 hours of absolute silence from all camps is the single most unusual signal. In every previous Tamil Nadu election, by this point in the post-poll window, at least one party was projecting confidence through strategic leaks. This time, nothing. That absence of information is itself information. When counting begins on May 4th, watch 3 numbers before anything else. First, postal ballot trends by 9:30 a.m. Government employees and security personnel vote postal. These voters skew toward the ruling party in incumbency advantage states. If DMK leads postal ballots 60 to 40, the welfare consolidation thesis is alive. Second, the first 3 rounds of EVM counting from Karur, Salem, and Erode by 10:30 a.m. If AIADMK leads by 15,000 plus margins per constituency, the Western Belt mobilization was offensive. If margins are 5,000 to 8,000, TDK has eaten into the Gounder base. Third, Chennai 16 constituencies by 11 a.m. If TDK candidates finish second in 10 plus seats, the party has a structural urban base for 2031. If they finish third, the movement was a digital mirage. The astonishing insight that nobody is discussing: Tamil Nadu 2026 is the first election in Indian history where a party with 0 prior legislative experience, no alliance partners, a CBI investigation against its leader, and a 41-death tragedy at its own rally, still managed to contest all 234 seats and generate a projected 23 to 31% vote share. Whether TDK wins 15 seats or 50, that structural disruption of the Dravidian binary is permanent. The real verdict of May 4th is not who forms government, it is whether Tamil Nadu has become a 3-party state forever. Based on post-poll data, Tamil Nadu 2026 is most likely a fractured continuity election where DMK returns with a reduced but functional majority, AIADMK survives as weakened opposition, and TDK establishes itself as the permanent third force that reshapes every future alliance negotiation. But the 72-hour silence introduces a wildcard. If the silence means every internal survey is showing numbers too close to call, May 4th could deliver the first genuine hung assembly in Tamil Nadu since 1967.